night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Well, hey guys, I'm out in the paddock today and I've got a review video for you on a rifle I've been using. I shoot some pigs with it and I'm going to just show you it here. I'm going to give you some up and close footage with it and I'll show you how it shoots and also show you how it shoots in the paddock, because there's a lot of review videos out there. People get these rifles, they review them, they tell you how great they shoot and what sort of groups they shoot, but they tell you how great they are on pigs and deer. Yeah, righto. Well, I'm going to show you how good this Tikka T3x is in a 300 WSM. WSM stands for Winchester Short Magnum, and the reason I got the 300 Short Magnum for is because it's very similar to my 243 I use ballistically. People out there will say no, it's not. Well, give or take a couple hundred feet a second, you know, it's very similar. So I got the T3x out in the Tikka in the 300. I'll just put in the description what exactly it is, because I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's not just standard T3x, it's all the same, it's just a bit shorter. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get into this bastard. So, first things first, let's whack these bastards on and let's have a couple of shots. I find a 3 to 9 just shooting pigs is more than suffice. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a bit of a go. I got a target down there which replicates a chest, and I got another target down there that replicates a head, and I got a few little targets, but I'll show you that when we get down there. I'm running 2.5 pound trigger. I run that in all my rifles. I like it a little bit heavier running around the bush, and with my gun that I use with the dogs, it's actually quite heavy. It's like 5 pound. But anyway, we'll get down here and we'll have a bit of a go. That is a Bisalloy plate. It is a Bisalloy plate. It's 12mm Bisalloy. 180 grain at 100 meters goes through it. It is Bisalloy. Don't make me prove it. I will show you with a grinder if I start getting comments, but take it from me, it is Bisalloy. And it goes through it. We'll punch the little one. That's a bit heavier. I'll try one of these little ones here. I don't know where it went. Anyway, let's walk down here and have a bit of a squiz. We'll have a bit of a squiz. But let me take it from me, that is a Bisalloy plate. And look, I welded it up a couple of times, but they say Bisalloy and AR500 is, you know, bulletproof. Well, it's only bulletproof to a certain caliber, and you know, that's a freak. I honestly don't know where this little plate is, but I'll show you what I'm shooting at 100 meters here. These little plates here. I got the Bisalloy ones up the back there, and what they represent, that's one's like a chest shot, like a torso chest shot, and the other one's more of a head shot, just replica. Look, I'm shooting into the cane. I'm not shooting into a row here. So when you hit, see, look, when they hit and they explode. They explode downwards. So that's a hit there, you know. Let's hit here, and look at that. That is a Bisalloy plate. Yeah, that's 12 mil. That's obviously a bit thicker. I'm shooting into the cane just as a backdrop. But anyway, guys, we'll get up here and we'll have a couple more shots at it. We might have a bit of a go off the shoulder with it. And we'll show you what it can do off the shoulder. But look, guys, it's a great gun. It's a great caliber. The only issue is if you're going to go up north, Queensland, or up the Cape or wherever, just, you know, maybe pre-ring the gun shops and check to see if they've got ammo, or take enough ammo with you, because it's not an unusual caliber. It's just, I think it's obviously more used for deer and that sort of stuff down south. But just check North Queensland, you know, if you're going to go up there shooting pigs or whatever, just take enough ammo. You know, I like to take enough ammo anywhere I go, but I also like to, you know, if you go up the Cape or something, you pull into a gun shop there, you know, they're going to have all your good calibers, you know, 45-70, 30-06, 308, you know, 223, that sort of stuff. So just be mindful of that, guys, when you're buying a rifle and where you know, are going to shoot with it. Righto, guys, what I'm going to tell you here is something I do. Now, I'm not going to show you, but for young players out there or people just getting into shooting pigs, one thing will happen is, doesn't really happen to me much anymore, but if I haven't shot a pig for like 12 months, it happens. So what'll happen, guys, is you're walking around, you're stalking a pig, and then you'll see one, and then you'll start like, oh shit, or your blood will start pumping, you'll start shaking like a shit house leaf. Now, one way to combat that is when you put a gun up to you, you know, you're looking at the animal you're going to shoot, and you're shaking and you're all nervous, right, and your gun's going all over the place. One way I combat that is dead set, where we're shooting from here, run up and down there a couple of times, get your blood pumping, run up like dead set, leave the rifle here, run up and down 5 or 6 times, get your blood pumping, breathe real heavy, and then practice doing that, because it'll probably take you, you know, dozen, 20, 30 pigs before you stop shaking, you know. But it's just a little thing that I used to do, you know, after I haven't shot pigs for a while, I'll do that. But anyway, let's have a go of this off the shoulder and see how she goes. Bloody yours. Righto, guys, something I like to do when I take a rifle out of anywhere, I like to have a bit of a look through it. Make sure the scope's all sweet, everything. Right, this is clear. Take the magazine out. Nothing in it, it's all clear. So what we'll do, we'll take this out just to show us. Now, when I get out in a paddock, I don't care what rifle I got, anything. The first thing I do is set it, make sure it's set at what I like to shoot. I like to shoot at about 3.5, 4 power. Just put it up, make sure I can see. Make sure I can see a nice clear through the scope. There's no, you know, dark bits in the scope. There's not half a circle. If there is, you need to adjust your scope. You need to adjust your scope so you're looking straight up. Now, you know, I like to shoot around 3 power. So what we'll do is, I had to take this off because it kept hitting my hand. You know, she's not a monster caliber, but I tell you what, look, she's got enough hit. Like she bucks this bastard. You know, and if you're not holding onto the bastard like Holy Goat Bag, you'll cut your eye out with it. But anyway, I like to shoot 2 eyes open. I always shoot with 2 eyes open, guys. You can see more hit. I don't know, that's just me. I always shoot with 2 eyes open. Federal, this is Federal ammo. I like Federal. I don't know, each to their own, but I do like Federal. Federal seems to be good. It works. As you can see, guys, there's no mucking around here. When you're in the paddock, you don't have time to shoot it like a sissy and take shots. You need to practice into her. You can't stuff around. When you see a mob of pigs across the paddock, you don't muck around. That's why I like to review this gun, how it's going to be used in the paddock. Anyway, guys, this is not the most accurate shooting, but it's realistic shooting. This is the only way you're going to be shooting it in the paddock if you're walking around a cane paddock. Honestly, who has time to lay down, take a rest and shoot a pig, you know? I don't get any joy in that. I like to walk and stalk. That's just me. But I know a lot of people out there do like to sit, you know, 200, 300, 400 meters away and shoot. If that's what you want to do, then you do that, and you obviously shoot differently and train differently to how I would. When I shoot like that. I give it to it and I make sure I'm grouping well, and they're all kill shots. Look, that's a chest shot on the side of a pig. So anyway, let's get down there and have a bit of a squiz, I reckon. Righto guys, what I'll say is, people want to say, oh, what's a recoil like? It's very similar to a shotgun, I suppose. But my missus shoots it. She's like tiny little thing and she loves it. She'd take this over her own rifle. Look, don't ask me why, but she loves it. Maybe she likes a good thrashing, I don't know, maybe, because it does buck this thing. So who knows, but she loves it, you know. Throws her around a bit, but it's not too ridiculous. Like, she'll shoot it like it's nothing, you know, just a boop, boop, boop. So anyway, she sure shoots it better than I do. I probably should have got her to come out and do the review. Oh, we hit it. Righto guys, we're down here and Jesus Christ, this thing's making a mess of my Bizzaloy plate. I think I'm going to stop shooting it. But anyway, look, it's not the most accurate off the shoulder, and look, I don't use that rifle a lot, but look, we're hitting all over the place, and that's normal. That's normal. You're going to keep doing that all day. You're going to do that all day unless you've taken a bit of time. But guys, look, I'm not here to show you accuracy. I'm just here to show you shooting, show you how it's done, how I do it. Obviously, you know, that's unacceptable, but we're not here laying down. We're not sitting there taking our time fucking around with it and making it look like it's pinpoint precise. I'll tell you right now, this thing will cloverleaf at 100. When I was sighting it in, it'll cloverleaf at 100. Like, it's half MOA at 100 and MOA at 100, at 200. It can shoot, but as I keep saying to everyone, there's no point practicing like that if you don't intend to shoot like that. But anyway, I'm going to put that away for a while. I'm going to put that big girl away. I've shown you what I want to show you. I'll show you how I shoot, that sort of thing. Obviously, guys, when I was up her before, she was swaying and carrying on like that. Don't worry about that. It is what it is. It's just to show you the gun. It's just showing you the gun. So let's get out in the bush there and show you how it actually works. Show you some actual better shooting with it. Show you it hitting pigs. Anyway, guys. Bloody hills. Righto, guys. We're going to go for a bit of a walk. I got the 300 out again today. I'm going to go for a bit of a walk and try and see if I can hear them in the cane or what have you. Try and shoot a couple if I can, because it's so bloody wet at the moment. We're just pointless bringing dogs in. So got the big girl out and hopefully we get some action. Let's go. Bloody is. Right, I can hear them cracking, so I'm going to walk up there. I've got to try and be pretty sneaky because the bloody ground's all squidgy. So I'm going to try and sneak up here and see if I can get a bit of spot to shoot them. Go up here now. Bloody is. the wind's not in my favour there. So I'm going to try and get around the other side of the block and come in from the top, because they can smell me. They're just sitting there grunting, they can smell me. So I just want to get out, and I've seen the breeze started to blow, and I thought, bloody oath, I'll make a run for it now while there's a bit of noise in the cane from the breeze. So we'll get around the other side now, and bloody oath. Righto guys, well, I've just moved position. They were right beside me, they could hear me, but they could smell me. The wind's sort of blowing at my back. So I'm going to move up. I'm going to go around this block and come from the top side, and hopefully get a better vantage point, because the breeze is just blowing now. So that's why I was just waiting for it to blow again so I could move, because I didn't want to give away my position. I didn't want them running everywhere. So the name of the game is here. There's a big mob getting around here. A lot of just crap. But I want to shoot the leading sow. She's leading them around everywhere, and she's quite smart, so I need to chop the head off the snake. So I've just seen some little ones getting around, but pointless hitting them. Need to get the big sow. There's a big black sow and there's a big black and white sow. So anyway, but in saying that, if I can get a shot at something half alright, I'm going to take it. If I had a shotgun, I would have cleaned them piglets up. But anyway, this is maybe just too much gun for a piglet. Always keep checking behind yourself. Sounds like there's pigs here. If we're going to make too much noise walking up that drain there, it's full of water. We're going to make way too much noise. Even though the wind's blowing, we try and use the wind as cover if we can, just with the sound, but that's going to make too much noise. Sound like there was one here, so I'm just going to double back on myself, because it sounded like there was one over this way a bit more, back in front of me, and then we'll come back around to that mob. Because you're handy a pig, he's not going to be with the mob, he's going to sort of be off on his own. But never know, stranger things have happened, but we'll just double check the whole area. Right, I see how it's windy like this now. This is when I can talk a bit more freely and walk quicker. Put my step placement doesn't matter as much when it's not windy and I'm right on the pigs. I'm really taking my time. So we'll start trying to cover a bit of ground. Every time the wind really picks up like that, I cover a bit of ground, and then when it drops off, my steps get lighter and that sort of thing. So we'll just punch up here and see if we can get onto these pigs, because I'm mainly going at the dogs to give them a bit of a stir up, but I'd like to have a bit of a go at them here if I can. I may even have to go in the cane and have a bit of a look, but we'll see. Right, we're back over where this mob is now, so we'll sneak in here and see if we can't plug one. Bastards. I don't know where they are. They're sort of everywhere, really. They're sort of in this side and they're in that side as well. Just little ones playing on the track here. Piece of fucking game is in my way. I can't get a clear shot. Fucking cane in my way. You get down to the end here, so I'll probably cross the path. Oh, look at that. Look, he's coming through here somewhere. Gotta find the blood. There's the blood. There. He's run along here. See the blood there? Still blood here. Which way to go? This way? And there he is, just there. Righto guys, we finally found him about 50 metres into the cane here, and I was only probably millimetres off, you know. It's still a fatal shot. He's probably running on more than, probably adrenaline more than anything with the amount of blood that's come through here. But just such a high powered rifle, just punched in and out of him just like a hot needle, you know. I didn't really see anything bigger than that. Obviously there was, I heard them all run off, but anyway, still a good pig. And that just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how big the caliber it is, you still have to get shot placement. Still a good shot, still, you know, a kill shot, but if you don't hit them right in the head or right in the heart, they'll run. And that's the problem when you're hunting around sugarcane, because you shoot a lot of good boars and a lot of good pigs and you lose them in the cane, especially if you only get, you know, half a shot. But this shot here, it was a cracker. It's just, I think he's run on adrenaline more than anything. Bloody hell. Anyway guys, this is a Tikka T3x 300 WSM. Bloody oath. Anyway guys, we'll walk back to the ute and get a drink, and we'll go for a bit more of a walk and see if we can't get on to the rest of this mob. But anyway, we'll keep going. There's a big mud bath here. That's where I was standing before, just there where that cane is, and that's where them pigs were playing. Bloody pigs come walk around the corner. That's why I walked around this way, because this is the way they usually blow. And a couple of them walked out. I missed the second one, but I hit the first one in the forehead, I think, or in the chest. See if I find him. Fair lump too, he was. There's blood here. That's a piece of skull or something. Just there. I wonder what that is. Jaw, maybe. Oh, here's more, look. Bit of brain or jaw. Come out of here. Going through into there, into the mangroves. Oh yeah, look. Blood there. I wonder how deep that goes in. He's dragged his nose through that. Anyway guys, I was aiming for his head and he's turned just as I've pulled the trigger, so I think I've hit him in a less critical, but there's a lot of bone fragments and stuff and blood trail into there, about 100 metres, and these are like never mangroves, so I sort of followed my tracks out, and I'm not game to go in there without a GPS, because you will get lost and you'll be in there for a few days. So I'll see how I go later. I might come out with the dogs and go for a trot in there, see if I can find him, because he's a pretty handy pig. But anyway, we'll keep going. He might have cut back in, you never know. They usually cut back in up here in the cane, so I'll go and check, see if he's crossed over. Problem with hunting around these sorts of areas is if you don't hit them in that vital spot, they might only blow 50 or 100 metres in there on adrenaline before they, you know, fully bleed out. But 50 or 100 metres into thick shit, I tell you what, they take some bloody finding sometimes. But anyway, I have 3 bullets left. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Bloody earth. I see some pigs down the bottom here, but what I might do is, because they were walking up this way, what I might do is go around like I did before, coming from the other way because the wind's blowing straight at us here. So that's what I might do, I think. We split that mob earlier and I've just been walking around to spots where they blow out, so they've obviously calmed down now. So blocked up one end. Now we'll try and get down to the other end there and block that up as well. But yeah, I want to be on the bottom side of the wind if I can help it. Now you see how the wind's coming from my left. It's coming from this side across, so I can walk quicker now and I can hear the pigs on my left side better, because if I would have walked down the other track in the cane, they would have been on my right and the wind would have been blowing into them. So you just keep going down here and hopefully I've come to the right headland. Hopefully they're not this side. I don't think they were. They were sort of playing down this bottom headland here. Guys, I just want to say something. When I'm stalking pigs, I don't crouch and do all that sort of stuff. I sort of just stand still, I walk. When they're not looking at me, then I stop. That's what I do. I don't crouch and do this. No, it's just a waste of time. Sometimes what I do is I'll crouch because my legs are hurting or to get a better shot. But when I'm stalking the pigs, I just walk how I'm walking now. When the wind blows, I walk. And when they don't look at me, if they look at me, I just stop. Don't make any movements and then go again. I'll see if I can do it. I've been trying to get it on GoPro because I can sneak right up to them doing it that way. Well, that hawk's up higher here, so they might be walking up here. But I still want to get going down here anyway. What I might do as well is when I get down here, I'll just see if I can hear them. And then I might walk out into the bush. I might walk into the bush just so I can look up that other headland. But see how I'm on the far right of this headland. Because all my breeze is going straight into this side. The wind's coming from my left. And I'm walking on the far right. Try and use the side of my foot if I can. I think they're only just there. They're fighting. There they are. I'll get on this side. By my time, there's a really big boar there. I want to try and get up to him. They're working their way around. He's a cracker. Big boar at the back. Try and get over into here. Because there's pigs in this side and there's piglets in this side. There's a real big bastard just over there. Well, 3 shots, 3 pigs. I was waiting for the bloody big fella to come out, but these bastards got onto me before I had a chance. So anyway, and one over here. Bloody oath. Pretty good day actually. Big pregnant sow. What we did, we seen them pigs earlier in the morning. We stalked around and got onto them and shot that one and followed him into the cane, and then we doubled back. We went right around to the other end of the farm where they blow out sometimes, and we got onto the black and white one there. We hit him, followed his blood into the mangroves, but I wasn't going in there without a GPS because you just get lost. But there's a fair bit of blood, so I'd say he's dead in there somewhere. Not sure about the second black and white one I had to go at there, but only 3 come out there. So I thought, well, didn't see any more tracks crossing the road, and I thought, well, they cross there or they go the other way. So where I am now is the other way. I'm on the opposite end of the farm, probably about 2.5 hours since I hit the mob. And these pigs, they were just, you know, they were just a couple of durries, half an hour fishing, give the old girl a pat in the ass, having a bit of a wallow. You know, they didn't really care too much. Like, the difference between putting dogs up their ass, you'll move them on, but if you're just walking around and shooting them in the wet, I tell you what, it's pretty effective if you know what you're up to. I'm walking back to the ute because I'm out of ammo. Well, I got the 3 pigs. Now, what I will say is the 3rd pig I shot at, I couldn't see it at all. Now, that's not a coincidence. It's something I've sort of taught myself to do. So what I do is, it's a bit hard to explain. So I get the target first, shoot the first pig. 2nd pig I try and hit, and the 3rd pig, what I actually do is I'm not trying to shoot him in the sights. I'm just following him with the scope, and then if I lose him, I keep the same speed I'm moving with the barrel. So I'm like this, shoot 1, shoot 2, and then I just keep following like that. And as I follow, I sort of memorize, you know, where he is. So if I lose sight of him, I can still hold and shoot. Sounds a bit silly, but the Americans call it shooting through the brush. That's why I run 180 grain projectiles, so they can blow through the cane. You know, 45-70 or something like that would be a bit better, but a bit heavier. That's why I like using 12 gauge slugs because they blow through that cane like it's nothing. But yeah, I have a bit of a go, and then usually on the 3rd shot, you always see me do a follow-up shot, and that's me. I might have only had half of his body in the scope, but I keep the same speed into the cane, and I just try and get a bit further in front of him and just let him have it. And as you see, works well. But I also shoot with 2 eyes open as well, guys, so that probably helps out a bit more there as well. Anyway, guys, all in a day's work. Been walking around with the 300 trying to get some bloody footage of them, and I tell you what, Jesus Christ, don't it hit hard.
Holy hell.
Bloody oath. But let me tell you, I'm out of bullets and I'm knocked up. I've been walking around for bloody kilometres, so I'm gonna go home and raid the fridge, I reckon. I don't know what's in there. Might stop and get myself a mother on the way home, or a monster. I don't know. Oh, I gotta walk all the way back. Anyway, video.
Bloody hell.
So in hindsight, guys, what I did was the correct thing to do, which was walk around and flank them, because they were playing right on the end of this row and they were smack bang in the grass at the end of this row here. So, you know, what I did was the correct thing to do. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I'm just, you know, saying, you know, it just comes to experience, because most people would have run down there thinking, oh, pigs, and run down there. But you have to be persistent with them, and walked around onto them and I snuck up to them. So guys, next time you're out in the paddock, just try and have a bit of a think about it. Just think about what the wind's doing and that sort of thing, and you can, you know, sneak up and get a couple more. You know, the difference between 1 and 3 is, well, there's 2 more you didn't have, and there's a bit more of a pat in the back for you when you show the cocky. But anyway, guys, bloody hell.